Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Combat Mission Beyond Overlord. And for this episode, I don't know whether you check out the title, but I wanted to try something different for a change. For the most part in this LP series, I pretty much stuck with the content that is available from the get-go when you purchase this game. Now, for your information, I purchased this game from GOG.com. I think I mentioned it already, but I don't think this version particularly is sanctioned by the developers that originally created this game. I think some of the licensing deals that were in place allowed it to be placed on GOG, but I'm sure that if you buy this game from Battlefront.com or Gamersgate.com, there I think this is officially supported. I think you probably have the same kind of content, same kind of updates that this game received, and is able to find all the custom content available that you can enjoy, and pretty similar to what I'm playing right now. Probably the same. But then, I wanted to create scenarios or set pieces that I have seen in the movie called Fury. Now, the Fury is just a small introduction. It's a 2014 film that tells a story, a very harrowing story, of a Allied tank platoon, more specifically U.S. tank platoon commanded by one Sergeant Don Collier, or Collier, and tells of their struggle and their adventure as they travel through Germany in the waning days of the war in the Western Front in World War II. And I didn't realize this before watching the movie, and I guess the movie is educational in that aspect. Though some people might have certain, I guess, reservations about the historical accuracy or whether this kind of reflects one of those Hollywood epic tales that flaunt American exploits during the war. But at least I was able to gain a acute sense that the rate of death and just injuries and constant threat and intensity that the Allied tankers faced at any moment that they faced off against Germans, even in the last days of the war, was very present and basically dominated everything. And then I read up on some of the statistics, and I don't know whether this is true, but only one Sherman tank that made it into Normandy on D-Day was able to make it through the entirety of the war into 1945 until the VE Day, when the victory in the Western Front was achieved. So only one out of possibly thousands. And I think the turnover rate for the Sherman tank, the tank itself, was around 500%. So Allied tank crews suffered this horrendous amount of turnover. And this film tells of what really went through. It's basically, I got the sense in certain aspects of a movie called Das Boot, similar confined space where you await the impending doom as you go deeper and deeper into hostile territory. Now, this film has a lot of set pieces where the battle takes place, and it allows the Sherman tank and its crews and how it all works inside the tank and everything as it operated into full view, and really descriptive and accurate, in my opinion, details. So it's really engrossing if you're interested in the aspect of the warfare. And I wanted to see if this game that I feel is rather realistic in its depiction does a really good job. I mean, I think there are more games that simulate battle better, strategical overview of the war. But I think tactically, this game, is really good in terms of reflecting the realism of the war. I mean, if you follow some of the tactics that are really used, like flanking and stuff like that, you see that this enacted in a really realistic and quite authentic manner. Although I could be wrong, of course, but for me, this is probably the realistic game that I ever played that depicts warfare, especially tactical wise. So I wanted to create whether this is possible and whether the movie, with some claiming that it's inaccurate, in terms of the ability of the opposition, and of course our protagonist. And I wanted to try it out whether it can reflect some of the set pieces. There are 3 major battles or 4. I was able to create 3 custom maps for it. So I just go through from beginning to the end, following the chronologically as the movie progressed. So the first battle in Film Fury deals with the I think it was a hedgerow operation. I think the infantry platoon or company was having a hard time trying to defeat the Germans hiding in the hedgerows across the field, open field. So they called upon Don Collier and his platoon to provide some armor support. And what happens is they had to cross this big open field under a threat of machine gunners and the 2 anti-tank guns that are hidden, and have to navigate this in order to deliver, clean the Germans out of the area. So this is the map I created for it. There were some destructions around already. I think they were targeting some, I'm not so sure exactly. The movie I saw quite a while ago, so the for this map creation I just checked out some snippets of clips in YouTube to try to create the map to the detail that I have right now. But I guess from the destruction it seems that they're targeting some fleeing Germans or the civilians from occupied territories. They're just targeting across the field, so the allies were the US wanted to get rid of this threat because their own army has to pass through it. So they called upon Don Collier, and I think I got the names right too, Peterson, Davis, and Winkowski, to take them out. And let's try to enact it to the best of my ability. I did play test it a bit to see whether this is actually playable, and from what I can see it was. So yeah, let's test it out. So the soldiers are following behind the tanks. They want the protection, and I wonder if the game is able to handle that and is able to model that. In the mission called Ham and Jam, it wasn't able to do it, but I'm sure that, I think I didn't get the angles right then. Alright, so let's see. This is what happens. They just travel slowly but surely toward their target. And oh my goodness, gun already hit. So yeah, wow, this is something that I had never expected. The gun is already hit and damaged. Yeah, and they figured out where the gun was, and this never happened before, folks. I allowed these guys to be... Wow, this is amazing. Oh my goodness, yeah, the pack guns are just having a field day against these Shermans. So yeah, Peterson already knocked out, and this guy will be knocked out too. War Daddy is going to be knocked out as well. Infantry should stop where they are. But then yeah, right now only 2 tanks are present, and these guns are just opening up from the very start. This never happened during playtesting. Wow, oh my goodness. Yeah, so Collier is done for. And these 2 guns are just going crazy right now, and they're not waiting at all. They're just opening up from the start. Yeah, so it's really interesting. Let's see what happens. This guy will be able to cause some, I don't know, he's able to do some damage here. I don't think so, because these guns are really well hidden. Yeah. It's being targeted by the gun though still, so this might... Okay. Yeah, I think getting shot too, I think, somewhere. Yeah, these guys are getting shot from afar. I think the machine guns opened up. Okay, so gun is abandoned. And now these guys, trying to advance. There's crew and there's another crew here, but I don't know what happened. Is this all destroyed then? Yeah, the 2 pack 40s Oh, it's knocked out too. Wow, okay. So two guns are knocked out. We lost two tanks though. So the infantry should, well, I don't know whether I should be recommending this. But let's try to, yeah, command these guys to move to rush and let the tanks do some work first before they come under machine gun fire. Yeah, they should use the brush here in order to escape direct fire. In the movie, they would have done the same if this happened. Never expected German guns to open up because it never happened during flight testing. They waited until it was around 500 meters or even less in order to open up simultaneously. But it's really interesting sometimes how it is different in every iteration of playing this scenario. This is what is so impressive about this game. And I think Dawn did not survive. Yeah, Peterson survived with 2 injuries, and he was just knocked out in explosive fire, so everybody's probably gone here. Dawn has been abandoned, so first 3 turns, wow, impressive. And people have some problems with the depictions in that first battle. They expected the Pac-40s would have handled these Shermans really well. And if you want to know what experience level I gave these guys, okay, now the machine gun opens up from somewhere. I can hear it. And these tanks will have to find up pretty quickly before more of the infantry is cut down. Yeah, but then people have some problems because these Pac-40s, these guys were not able to destroy any tank. In fact, they were destroyed pretty quickly by this fast-acting tank platoon and its crews. But then here it's different story. They just opened up right away, simultaneously, and although they were knocked out, yeah, they were able to cause 2 serious damage, cutting our armored forces in half. So these tanks will advance really quickly and try to, yeah, make some. Where is that machine gun? As for the Shermans, I checked out what they wore on the net, and Binkowski, the guy who was featured in the rightmost flank, drove actually a M4A2, which is quite strange because it was the tank that was available for Lend-Lease program, and most of it was gone to the British and other Allied forces side. And it was quite interesting that the American guy was driving around. Had 75mm, and yeah, it's probably the weakest of the tank among the bunch. Now Sergeant Davis has M4A2 Sherman with 25mm gun as well. Yeah, and the Peterson, which the guns targeted. I don't know how they were able to do it, but it seems that the AI targets the higher priority target without fail. It has 76mm gun, and Don Collier, War Daddy, the main protagonist, drives the best tank that was available during the time, the variant of Sherman called Easy 8. It has like stabilizers and other niceties. Alright, okay, so they're okay. I don't know where the guns are at. Guns are firing at something, but I'm not so sure. Guns are firing at somewhere. Or someone. Oh, now here, okay. Alright, infantry sound contact, yeah. Finally found that gun. I think this is machine gun, I think, right? Or is it just infantry? The infantry can move up. Like this. And can also move up here and attack the Germans from the flank, and this guy could Maybe follow these guys. Probably run. So this is not how the movie depicted things. Yeah, in the movie it was just a total sweep of the area without any trouble. I mean, there were some troubles, but they were able to withstand it pretty well and just drove back the Germans very quick fashion. Didn't really have to like yeah, go through the bush or use a flank or whatnot. They just drove straight through, targeted the packs. The packs couldn't hit anything. They were promptly destroyed. The machine gun was gone. Considered giving War Daddy's party his tank elite or crack status, but since the story involves a particular person that replaces a dead tank crew of Fury in the start, Private Norman, and he's basically very green. He's just trained as some kind of a clerk typist, but he's pressed into war because of shortage of men. And I think that, you know, decided to give the War Daddy's tank veteran status instead of crack or elite because of that. They're able to shoot backwards too, wow. Interesting, okay. And they haven't buttoned up yet. And this is a crew, I think, yeah, I mean, they're gonna get their just desert very soon. Battles that is happening right now on the side. There's some Germans around here. Okay. Crew is probably dead soon. Yeah, they're in the foxhole, as you can see, they're dug in. And here probably they're dug in as well. And the crew here is eliminated, so they are regular experienced troops. The pack guns I gave regular and green experience levels, because if I gave them veteran experience levels and I play tested it, it was not pretty at all. They made it? Okay, good. Yeah, and this is the machine gun. The tank will have to take care of it. Yeah, now button up. That's a good idea. And the infantry will go through the bushes. And this guy also buttoned up. Very nice. Some of these guys have Panzerfaust. In the movie, in the first battle, I don't think they had like a lot of Panzerfaust. I think they had one or two that is actually shown in the film, and that involves, yeah, Private Norman, who was just pressed into service in a tank, and highlights his inexperience rather. He sees a guy trying to shoot a Panzerfaust, and he's not able to do anything because he's shocked and don't know what to do. Someone has to berate him for it, and part of the growing up as a member of tank crew is shown pretty clearly and starkly in that moment. No, I think if he doesn't want to shoot, then fine. I think I just try to hunt near the point closer. Ah, yeah, he just finds out the target pretty soon. Okay, so it was a momentary lapse. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should skip to another battle, but I wanted to just see whether the battle can be won here, because, you know, in the movie, they drive the Germans back really clearly, so I wanted to try that. Try to win it for the Americans. Yeah, these guys will also move. These guys are all veterans. Now these guys are all under duress. So that's that. Well, okay. I probably try to finish it up. Let's try to run. Try to run. Okay, the machine gun is trying to move. I don't know. Doesn't seem a good strategy. But yeah, okay. So he's down to 2 men. Not going to be that effective. Yeah, so the pack forges are really dangerous. And in the movie it doesn't show how lethal it can be against allied tanks, but I think it's one of the most widely used German anti-tank gun, especially as the Allies drove into Germany, and it did a very good job against allied tanks. Eliminated, okay, so the machine gun threat is gone, so it's all infantry fight. Now I have 2 tanks, so I have upper hand. These guys are trying to shoot, so maybe this guy now should try to target these guys. Area of fire can't really see, I guess, but let's try to hunt here then. Sound contact only, so that's why I cannot target, because only sound contact. Yeah, most of these guys will not be able to come out of the foxhole. Okay, so American casualties, I can hear them. What is this guy doing? Oh, wow, he's trying to shoot Panzer Strike. Uh-oh. Let's close in. What is he trying to do? Yeah, infantry? This is the question here. Yeah, so this guy probably has some... Nope, doesn't have any Panzer files. I don't know what this guy's trying to do. Maybe throw some grenades. I don't know, but now he's being targeted by everybody. I know this guy should move though. Let's run. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's gonna die soon. I don't know what was his deal there. Maybe some kind of explosive charge or something. Yeah, now he's gonna get it. Yeah, the morale's probably dropping really fast on the German side because they lost their 2 main guns and it's in danger of being overrun. They are more or less being overrun. Yeah. This guy is almost dead. Probably gonna be put out of service. Yeah. Nice running around. Only lost 1 man. This guy's eliminated? No, more or less eliminated. I think it's routed. Alright, so what turn is this? 13? Okay, maybe I should try to make a break for it. Yeah, I think this is one of the favorite tactic of Germans, try to rush the position. And I try to get this guy down a notch, and main gun also, yeah. In the movie, some tanks had phosphorus rounds, which heats up to tremendous levels and burns everything down in cutting-edge range. And I guess it could be useful against those who are in the trenches and whatnot. I don't know, I think white phosphorus was probably classified as weapons of... well, weapons that is outlawed by the War Commission or Geneva Convention or something. Maybe. Because of its destructive effect. tired. Yeah. Covering fire, but these guys are getting kind of hit from all sides. Yeah, you should target this guy now. Oops. Yeah, this guys, and you should also start running. I think this is the last turn. So let's start running. I think I gave this mission a bit too tight turns. I mean, 15 turns probably not. It's eliminated, okay. More or less. Yeah, so we kind of got to the flag, but we suffered some casualties, both of these guys. So it wasn't as easy as it is in the movie, because there they suffered some injuries and deaths, but not to the extent. They just got ambushed by a machine gun and that's that. Yeah. These guys are all clear, they're tired and shaken, but they're not routed. That's the most important thing. Yeah, now they're running, they're heading us. And this guy is all heading up. Yeah, they're almost all dead. Yeah, I mean, these tanks are really doing a really good job in supporting the infantry, and there's one more turn left. Okay, so let's just finish up. And let's try to get this guy as well, and use the main gun. Yeah, let's blast some trees aside. Oh, the American flag, so we took this point. Concentrated force. Rushing the position. One is oh, eliminated. Wow, okay, well that was that then. The Americans can safely, more or less safely go into and take this wood, take this hedgerow. Finally, and this tank is just keeping watch. They're all gone. We yeah, swept the area pretty clean. Yeah, but interesting that the anti-tank was able to target the tanks from the very start. I'll show you a case where this might not happen. So let's just forward a bit. I think I won. So minor victory. Okay, so I was able to cause 65 casualty to our 23. 2 guns destroyed. Okay, so each minor victory. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Just one more. First battle. Okay, yeah, let's see. This is very interesting. Let's try one more time. This is going to happen the second time as well. And I try to be more specific in terms of showing you what happened. I don't think I showed you exactly what happened the first go. So yeah, these guys are all hidden right now, so we don't know where they are. Probably, yeah, I mean, it's the same as the movie. The first shot made by Pack 40 missed, and that's where they knew, and frantically searched for the guns hidden in the woods. And this time they kind of stay put. They don't try to do anything. Yeah, look at that. Quiet. Very quiet. They're just biding their time from 800 meters out. And as we close in, the accuracy increases to hit ratio. And of course, the possibility of a kill also increases drastically. Sometimes the infantry does, I mean, I guess in the urban warfare, infantry go first, and especially in the bocage area, infantry has to scout the area first, turn around the corner and peek, see whether there is any, I don't know whether they can actually do a good job of it, but they have to spot for any ambushes, any guns that are hidden among the brushes. Then I think the anti-tank guns will be rather ineffective against the infantry. So yeah, it's all different. In this open space, the tank will have to take the point and try to yeah, just rush things, because the infantry will be cut down mercilessly by the machine gun. Yeah, wow, yeah, the sound is just tremendous. So this is, I didn't get to yeah, show you guys Sergeant Peterson. Oh, what is happening? Oh no, it's just yeah, the soldiers kind of falling behind, so I need to wait for them. Yeah, I don't know whether there's a command so that the soldiers will be able to keep up, or the tanks will be able to slow down to keep pace with the soldiers. But yeah, I just have to measure our progress a bit. Okay, so I wasn't able to show you what Sergeant Peterson drove. They all have names for their tanks, like Old Phyllis and Matador, Murder Inc. or something like that. Just like Fury for Sergeant Collier. Yeah, Sergeant Collier drives this tank called Easy 8 German. It has wet storage and has some tungsten rounds that is especially effective against other armor. Yeah, else there, yeah, this is higher, probably has a higher powered engine as well, gasoline powered engine. And for Peterson, drives a 76mm equipped, it's upgraded version, V3 Allied M4A1. So pretty powerful tank, probably the second powerful tank in the group. And these guys follow up. They did a pretty good job though. In the first time I played the scenario, he was able to do a really good job against the infantry. Alright, I crossed into the field really far into, yeah, far into the field, almost halfway, but the guns are silent. Kind of interesting. So they're really going for the kill. They're probably aiming at these tanks right now, both of them. Yeah, and now the infantry has to hustle up, and now when the tanks are kind of idle, this is where things can be pretty dicey. They have to keep moving, because moving targets are harder to, of course, harder to target. So I really need to move the tanks next turn if these tanks are not, you know, shot at right now. It could definitely happen in the last 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, so infantry will run once more. I'm sorry. They run once more after this little track. And these tanks will now hunt. If I arrive at this point, there definitely should be some gunfire. Yeah, without question. And I think some of the tanks will be hit, and some of the tanks will be destroyed. They have to keep moving, because I don't think stationary targets will fare I don't think they can fare even one turn against this gun emplacement, even though their experience levels are green and regular. If they're veteran, like I mentioned, I wasn't able to get out of this mission alive. It was that powerful for balance reasons. And some people mentioned that during the, you know, last months of the war, the level of experience for these gun crews were such that they were not able to replenish quickly, and they didn't really have any good experience. So kind of, you know, accurate that way, that they were missing the tanks and whatnot. So let's give it a bit of a turn here. Try to this is not what happened, but and I know where the guns are, but yeah, this is just simulation of what would happen. It's really scary to be facing down these guns. Oh my gosh, knocked out somewhere. Now they have to know where it is. Yeah, no, not the infantry. They didn't do it. Somewhere around here and here, but yeah, another one knocked out. As you can see, they just don't know where it is. The guns are just hidden so well, they just don't know. And this will be also hit. Yeah, another knocked out. this is what people mentioned. What would happen? They were like doing so well, and finally these guys will be also, yeah, they're just abandoned. So this is just clear win for the Germans, unlike the last time. As you can see now, yeah, knocked out. This thing knocked out too. So this is how dangerous the pack guns could be, and how lucky the tank crews in, I don't know why they're running for the Germans, but yeah, this is how lucky they were in certain respects against these German guns. This guy is abandoned. Yeah, I don't think this guy was hit, but let's see the carnage. Yeah, this is just before the attack happened. This guy was hit on. Yeah, this guy was knocked out. Down clear. And I think this one knocked out similarly. I think the same gun knocked it out. And this gun will be knocked out pretty soon. This tank is knocked out probably rather soon, sorry. And missed right here. But yeah, knocked out as you can see. And this, yeah, I don't think this guy just abandoned it without being hit. Sometimes they just get spooked so much that they just abandon the tank and run away. Yeah, so this is what would have happened if things didn't go Fury's way. It didn't go well in the first instance as well, but in the movie they were able to survive, which is probably not going to happen in real life. Yeah, so okay, so let's move on to the next scenario. Yeah, so let's set the story. This tank platoon headed by Don Collier once again is heading to a crucial crossroad to defend against the German incursion, to stop the German advance counterattack. Maybe they're trying to take back the town that the US took just days before, and this tank platoon is going there in order to defend against some very tough Waffen SS is coming into the area. But as they're traveling through the road to the designated location, they're basically beset by a tiger ambush, and there are 4 tanks in total, but I basically depicted a broken tank by using this burning house, because there's no model of a burning tank that I can place on the field, unfortunately. There might be a mod for that. So yeah, one of the tank in the back was knocked out. I wonder why, because mostly they target the lead tank. Maybe they thought that in the movie they thought that they're expecting the lead tank to be the following up behind, owing to the fact that they're going into a rather hostile territory and they want to preserve the best tank available or something. So yeah, the tiger attacked the last tank of the group, and it was knocked out in one clean shot. His turret was basically lopped off. I think it was Binkowski who was killed, that was driving the Sherman 5 or the M4A2, and now these guys are left to fend for themselves against the tiger. Going to appear right now. As you can see, it's open field once again, similar to the first map. And something that I felt as I was creating the map is all the tank battle sequences. I think owing to the fact that they're focusing on tank battles, it happens more or less on open field, where the tank can really strut their stuff. And also it's kind of set up so that the action is kind of simple and easy to follow, and you can just feel the intensity without being hampered by movement or tactics and whatever. I mean, there are some tactics involved, but they're kind of simple and to the point. Just the first battle is just going straight into the oncoming fire, so you can feel the tension, maximize it as the guns get closer. And here as well, yeah, it is just the lone tank versus this group, and it's set up perfectly to increase the tension and maximize the involvement of the viewers. And also felt the back of my mind a whole new appreciation for movies like Saving Private Ryan, Band of Brothers and the like, because they use infantry battles, but then the way they choreograph the whole scene is just masterful in the fact that everything flows together nicely, and basically you can follow the characters' motivations and the emotions through the whole battle and understanding what is happening. And it's really hard to do because everything is happening all at once, and you have to keep track of everybody in different formations and, you know, different tactical considerations and stuff like that. So it's a whole new different level from setting up this open field with, you know, straight rows of enemies that you have to go through, and, you know, featuring urban warfare where the soldiers like scramble for cover every moment and just going through different alleyways in order to find better vantage points and hand signals and what have you. Yeah, it's really complex thing, and it's really hard to do in a dynamic manner. So yeah, whole new found appreciation for those movies. But you know, this movie is also pretty great because it features a lot of tank action, just really tense and exciting. Alright, so I find the tigers what to do. In the movie, they shot a few smoke rounds into the tiger's direction. I think the lead tank did it. Collier really quickly seized upon the moment and just shot the smoke rounds in order to block the view of the tiger before it kills any of his other units. The tiger's crack experience level is really I don't know. I wanted to give him a bit higher experience level in order to increase the difficulty of the situation. And let's see what happens. Sometimes he's able to probably wipe the floor. Sometimes one of these guys can land a pretty good hit. And you'll be surprised how effective or how ineffective their guns are. Alright, so I found the tiger, what to do. So this Davis guy has a 75mm gun, which is rather ineffective, as you can see. Really kindly tells you that there's no chance of hitting, or there's 20% chance of hitting but no chance of killing it, so why not use a smoke round for this guy and try to yeah, smoke the tiger's view, as this guy is going to just target it straight away. Let's just try this. Just straight away targeting without even trying to reverse it or do any fancy maneuvers. Yeah, just straight away. They're cracked in LA units too, so... Oh my goodness, Polly is finished, but also knocked out. He knocked out the tiger as he was killed off. Okay, I don't know what happened. Wow, he shot just at the moment of being blasted. Holy moly. 88mm has best higher velocity. But it also was destroyed. Yeah, so it was a tit for tat exchange. It came out better than the movie. Did you just hear what this guy was saying? He was happy that the Fury was destroyed, but also was hit right at the moment after he said that. Yeah, so he was knocked out by Collier, I think. Did he survive? No kills. Oh, okay. Alright. So this guy killed him. Yeah, okay, so Peterson killed him. 76mm gun is enough to kill a tiger. A hull down tiger at that. So that was that. Yeah, another smoke. So I guess Peterson landed lucky shot. Didn't have to drive all the way down this field in order to face the tiger. And this guy didn't even shoot a smoke round. Okay. Unfortunately, destroyed. I don't know whether anybody got out. Yeah, wow. Alright. Huh. Yep, alright. Let's see. Kill information unavailable. Information is unavailable because it cannot confirm whether we suffered that much destruction or something. It only counts the kills that are confirmed. So let's take the point. I don't know whether that is actually useful, but yeah, let's take the point and be done with it. Only 10 turns, so yeah. It's always the best tank that is being targeted. I don't know how AI is able to see play so well on the priority of the target. Yeah, they seem to just target the best tank available as their target, so it's kind of interesting. I mean, oh, now there's smoke. Tanks like Firefly used to hide the fact that they had 600 gun that could kill a tiger by painting like some kind of crisscross pattern on the end of the turret or end of the cannon. I don't know whether that was any effective, but it kind of created the illusion that it had more stout 75mm gun of the earlier model Shermans. But I don't know whether it was effective. But yeah, I think Germans, if they knew that they had a better tank that as their target, they targeted, obviously. And that's what happened to Fury. Yeah, Fury is the best tank, followed by Peterson. Yeah, his 76mm gun also very effective. I just want to see whether Fourier survived. Yeah, what turn is it? 5 turn. Okay, maybe I can just... Yeah, maybe I can just hunt this guy and then be done with it. Usually they just surrender. Yeah, I think it's going to be over. Alright, yeah, eliminated, so it's probably done. Alright, so 2 killed in action, so 5 casualties. Sherman had a pretty good record as far as I know in terms of crew survivability after it's being knocked out. X is surrender, so yeah, tactical victory. Yeah, so 2 of them was able, 3 of them was able to survive. Yeah, let's just give it one more go. Well, maybe I should just go into the final battle. Yeah. Final battle involves War Daddy's tank being broken down at the crossroad, the formation crossroad where there's some, yeah, it's a tactical objective. And instead of running away, he decides to have a final stand. I don't know whether that was a good idea. Maybe he could just walk back. Oh yeah, his radio was knocked out too, so he cannot call for any reinforcements. And there are a lot of Germans that come down this road, Waffen SS to be exact. Although I searched, I mean, in the creation of this map, there was really no Waffen SS available. I heard they were in Hungary or something, most of them, trying to fight against the Soviets advancing through that country. So most of the soldiers in Germany proper were Volks units. They were formed to protect the homeland. So I have a bunch of Volks Grenadier guys here. Yeah, as you can see, they're marching, and the experience level for this tank crew is set to elite level because by this time, Private Norman, who yeah, he's accepted as the crew, even given a nickname. So they are basically part of a well-oiled machine, and they are of the same mind, very motivated and very high spirited, and is able to go up against, even going up against this insurmountable odd of this whole company of Germans heading their way. Equipped with a lot of Panzerfaust 60 to be exact. around 11 Panzerfaust 60. I think I gave the German company. Yeah, and they are, I think, regular experience level guys. The tank I gave elite level because of the crew's experience and yeah, of their high morale that they showed during the movie. And the preparation they did convinced me to give them the dig-in status in order to give them a bit more protection. Now, I don't know whether they have any extra ammo or something or weapons, but I don't think I can allow any provision for that, yeah. So let's see what happens. This is going to be a pure ambush attack, but let's see how long this guy survives. And this is the most contentious part of the movie. People, you know, liken it to Lambo, where like 5 crew members inside this broken tank is able to go up and kill like 300 Germans. Now I think I have around 150 Germans here altogether, so half of the German infantry that is depicted in the movie being killed off or maimed by this tank and the crew. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surreal almost how it happens. Yeah, and it's really contentious. So I don't know how this game is going to model it, but I mean, this game is supposed to be, you know, aiming for more realistic depiction of warfare. So let's see how War Daddy and his crew do against these Germans. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he hit the button up right away. Oh man, that's crazy. They were all aiming at War Daddy, trying to kill him outright, but they're all marching. Yeah, they're. And you can probably see that they're not firing at all because they know it's basically useless to fire the guns. In the movie, they just fire up a storm. I don't know, like they just fire almost everything they got against this tank, except for the Panzerfaust. Yeah. And these guys are getting close to probably fire Panzerfaust or something, but War Daddy will never have any of that. Yeah, they're basically toast. Yeah, look at how smart they are trying to run into the house. So in the first turn, he was able to cause 5 infantry casualty. Okay, a good start, but not in the rate of what happened in the movie. Hiding in the bush, huh? Yeah, stay in the open field and you get killed. I don't know what they're saying, but something that is not really positive. Panic. This guy's trying to run. Yeah, this guy trying to shoot a Panzerfaust. Oh, this guy's a headquarters guy. He has grenade. I don't think he has Panzerfaust. Not dead yet, but he's just resting or something. Shell shock. Yeah, this tank doesn't have any phosphorus rounds, unfortunately. Finally got his attention. Okay, let's keep going. Oh no, this guy got up. I don't know what this guy's trying to do, maybe climb up the tank. Yeah, okay, wow, he was able to surround the tank. The tank is able to, yeah, track different guy now. Yeah, forget about him, he's gone, he's a lost cause. Some of these guys will have, oh, I hear a Panzerfaust. I hear a Panzerfaust, I don't know what happened, but let's see. Yeah, it was Panzerfaust from the house, I think. Yeah, I need to see, but... Yeah, it's from here, I think. From 60 meters out, you can shoot. From this side, you see the Panzerfaust flying into the side of the tank, but missing. Just like in the movie. I think they missed like 50... Yeah, this is Panzerfaust. I don't know who shot it, but I think this guy shot it. In the movie, they shoot Panzerfaust, but it's not as effective, obviously. Oh, another Panzerfaust shot from the side, but it's not able to cause any serious damage. Interesting. I don't know who shot it though. It's really quick how they shoot it. They don't seem to aim at all. They just go straight into firing mode. These guys are staying near the tank, not doing anything. Oh, maybe they're trying to climb up, as you can see. I don't know how effective it is. Well, they're almost dead, so I don't know what one man can do. So for right now, it's able to kill 19 casualties, confirmed casualties. And these guys are all now in the back of the house, which is what really happened in the movie. They basically stormed into the bushes, nearby bushes, and went behind the house, inside the house, but this tank shot phosphorus rounds, probably killing everybody inside, burning up everybody. It's a really terrible way. It's one of the worst ways to go. Yeah, machine gun guy doesn't do anything. Yeah, I gave them 4 machine gun units, I think. Obviously they know that it's useless, so they're not firing at all. Kinda quiet. Maybe they should have fired in order to cause confusion and yeah, confusing effect on the crews inside. I'm not so sure. Yeah, now these guys have a really good chance of hitting the tank from the back. Finish up Fury. Yeah, but this guy... Oh my goodness, can turn like right away. Yeah, it's gonna shoot and from the turret mounted gun. It's crawling. Oh my goodness, the elite level guys are just amazing. Yeah, elite level guys are just destruction. The amount of destruction can cause is just tremendous. Who's he shooting at? Oh, the box grenadier. Somewhere hidden here. It's dead too. Yeah, so War Daddy was able to shake up the German that was climbing up the tank. Guy's still surviving. I don't know whether she should get up. This guy has also survived, but he's not being able to do anything right now. No, this guy. These 2 guys are being raked. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Now this point is being challenged, but Germans, if they have any opportunity, they have to take it back, of course. Yeah, the machine guns are moving. They're not really useful. Somebody shoot a Panzerfaust. Oh no, this guy, yeah, is running to try to shoot something, I guess, on the side of the tank, and okay, they're popping up. Yeah, 1 penetration, 1 casualty, folks. The Grady guy who was killed by Panzerfaust. Oh wow, they're throwing everything now, throwing everything they got. 1 casualty. Yeah, they're getting closer and firing some Panzerfaust. Seems like their end is near. Oh my goodness. I don't know whether the potato measures is effective, maybe on the side of the carriage. Now this guy is probably have another Panzerfaust. Wow, they're like worshipping the tank or something. What is happening? They're getting really close. Or did he have popped out and then hit them all with the 50 caliber Browning gun, but obviously that's not gonna happen in real life. In this open field, in daylight. In the movie, it slowly descends into darkness. These guys are real, all like shoot Panzerfaust. Definitely 100% sure. Yeah, I think this guy is going to be the guy with just the critical shot. War Daddy is not messing around, folks. He's shooting guns and everything, and tank turrets, giving them all they got. What is this guy doing once again? Oh, okay, potato mashers. One of these days, the tank will succumb to the potato mashers. Oh, another unit eliminated, folks. Goodness, another one gone. Buttoned up, immobile, and open ground. Yeah, these guys will get there. Get theirs. Alright, right now, how many turns? 6 turns. Wow, this is like the longest this tank has ever lived. 29 infantry casualty cost so far. Alright, okay. I don't know. The Germans now should rush in, probably. Another guy died. Yeah. This guy is staying put though on the tank. Okay, I hear some grenades.
Los, Bewegung, Männer! Jawohl, Herr Unteroffizier.
Alright. He does a really magnificent job of evading the gun, turn-mounted gun here. And now they start running. Okay. They've had enough. Okay, there was a mistake. They should just stay in the back. I don't know what they're doing here. They're just trying to hide. They're going side or under the tank or something. Now this guy's post. Another unit eliminated.
Marsch, marsch, marsch! Nicht wie raus hier! Los,
Yeah,
Bewegung,
gone.
Männer!
Wow.
Mein Bein!
Mine ban, mine ban. Okay, so Americans take back the crossroad. Oh my goodness, they have, I think they have Panzerfaust. I gave them 11 of them. I mean, granted it was Panzerfaust 60, and by this point they all had Panzerfaust 100, which means that they were able to effectively shoot down a tank or destroy a tank at 100 meters out. But in the movie it shows Panzerfaust 60 apparently, so it gave them all 60, which is effective. And the number suggests 60 meters out. Maybe it was manufactured in a factory with all the people of the occupied country or something. They sabotaged the Panzerfaust or something. Yeah, this is just getting a bit. They get all the turret marks. Oh my goodness, shell marks or yeah. Maybe it's trying to conserve ammo, because they know that they have almost unlimited amount of machine gun here. Alright, so 9 turns, my goodness. Half of the turns have passed already. This is unbelievable. I don't think this tank was able to survive in 8 turns during, or 7 turns during testing. Obviously, it's doing the film a bit of justice here. It can happen. Panzerfaust can miss and not be able to destroy the tank outright, although you killed one of the guys. Yeah, this guy, I don't think this guy has Panzerfaust. And no word from the American tank crew. They're just a machine killing Germans. They're dead. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do. That was pretty foolish. We're all still 80%. Wow. I'm basically giving free reign for the tank to do whatever it pleases. I can probably give them order to shoot like tank rounds into these guys and kill more Germans. Yeah, this guy now. They know exactly where everybody is coming from. This is the power of the elite level tank, I guess. Yeah. It's gonna shoot a Panzerfaust or something? No, it's gonna shoot a turret. Oh no, he's running. Yeah, something's not really right. Oh my goodness. So accurate. He's gonna die. Oh my goodness. 47 infantry casualty cost. The Germans are helpless. What is happening with this truck? Just ran away and not doing anything. I mean, it had like a whole unit embarked on it, but I don't think even disembarked. Okay, I don't know what is going on. Maybe I should fast forward this. It's kind of getting embarrassing here. And they rushed the position pretty soon. I'm sure. There's too many Germans here not to rush the tank at the same time with Panzerfaust. Yeah, now it turns its aim at the platoon HQ. Yeah, these guys now. Oh, no, another platoon HQ guy. You guys don't have Panzerfaust? I don't know what you guys are trying to do. Maybe it has explosive charges. Yeah, this guy's done. Yeah, open road. Yeah, you're dead.
Los, Bewegung, Männer!
Munition, Männer!
Oh, throwing some grenades. Oh, okay, it could work. It could work. Oh my goodness, sounded like crazy, but obviously didn't work. The Sherman is just too strong. Maybe Diggins status gave it just unlimited amount of defensive power.
Nach den Seiten sichern.
Yeah, he's gonna pay for that. Oh no, this guy has Panzer Faust. Possibly. And then going back. Yeah, this guy could be it, folks. Could be it. Could be it, the end of War Daddy's existence. Yeah, as I expected. Finally, he's knocked out. Oh my goodness. Immediately killed. So, yeah, so, that is the enactment. Grand enactment of the final act of the movie Fury. Let's just check it once more, and this brave German is able to shoot the Panzerfaust finally, overcome its fear, and deliver the victory for the fatherland. Yeah, right away. Yeah, you can see. And this guy immediately set upon. All the Germans are angry. Just can't wait to get a beat on this guy and eliminate it. Yeah. Alright, so what happened was 69 casualties, 17 killed in action, 5 casualties, 1 killed in action. So everybody survived. Wow. Alright. Axis major victory. Yeah, against one tank he was able to achieve a major victory. Yeah, right away. As you can see, flag changed. Knocked out elite level, but was able to destroy 69 or 52. Okay, so 52 casualty cost. So in the AAR it says that 69, so I don't know what is actually accurate. Possibly the Germans destroyed themselves or something, handling the grenades and Panzerfaust. But yeah, in the movie it seems like they killed hundreds of Germans. Here it was able to, you know, tally up a lot of casualty figures, but I guess the movie exaggerates things a bit, but it can definitely happen. Broken down Sherman is able to hold its own against the company of regular experienced German guys with a lot of Panzerfaust and a lot of men. Okay, so this was an episode where showed whether I can depict some scenes from the war movie. And of course, it's Hollywood production, so there's some exaggerations. But yeah, for the most part, I think the first battle, it's probably the more, in my opinion, incredulous that War Daddy and his tank platoon was able to withstand. The Pack 40s, as you have seen right from the get-go, proved to be almost just overwhelming challenge for the Shermans to figure out, especially when they're hidden like that in the hedgerows and the trees. So the first battle seems rather incredulous. The second battle, there were two tanks that were able to destroy the Tiger tank from that far, from 800 meters or so, on a frontal attack. So yeah, it's kind of believable what happened. Although the tank's rushing forward and trying to do some kind of a skirmish. I don't know, far-fetched maybe. If the tanks were to advance, because I set the objective flag in the middle so as to coax the Tiger out, even without the smoke round. If it came to that, I would try to divert the tanks in two different directions in order to outflank the tiger. That's probably what I would have done. Third battle is the final act, where the broken down Sherman is going up against like 300 German Waffen SS veterans. Yeah, I mean, it's able to hold its own, especially when it's elite level and it's able to squeeze out like almost constant stream of 50 caliber fire and 76 millimeter rounds. It's possible that even the broken down Sherman is able to cause wide ranging destruction. 69 casualties, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of special episode. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Maybe try to figure out some other movie or something that I can make a map, custom map of, and trying to reenact. Or going back to the usual things and track the progress Americans at Carentan or the Canadian or the British forces as they drive toward Caen. Quickly followed up by the Falaise battle. And of course, the Market Garden. Yeah. All right. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope that I was able to do a good job of it. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, please stay tuned.